This is the story of the evaluation of the humanitarian partnership between CNA Foundation, CNA and Save the Children in Brazil. As part of a global program, the aim of the project was to strengthen the resilience of communities in the city of Petrópolis in Rio de Janeiro state. The story starts with planting a seed, because implementing a humanitarian program is similar to the way in nature a seed germinates and grows in time to become a tall and strong tree, bearing fruit of its own year after year after year. Just as the tree grows, so too does the knowledge, confidence and ability of children and adults in disadvantaged communities to cope with disasters, be it a storm, a mudslide or a fire. A humanitarian program needs the firmest of roots, and the evaluation found that this project in Petrópolis' key strength was that Save the Children team on the ground were experienced and had a vast network of contacts working locally with disaster risk reduction. It meant the team could mobilize the right people and resources to start the project quickly and effectively. While some of the roots were strong, the evaluation found that some were weak. In particular, the lack of clear global theory of change from CNA Foundation and CNA for their strengthening communities work meant that the project in Petrópolis had no firm overarching strategy with to align. As well as strong roots, a humanitarian program needs effective ways of working at its core. Like the trunk of a tree, the evaluation found the project had developed a positive, we are all in this together culture. The team also demonstrated flexibility to integrate local partnerships like amateur radio groups, which enabled quick communication during disasters. Some ways of working, however, were weak. Communication and collaboration was challenging because the Save the Children project team and their local partner in Brazil were spread across 5 cities in 3 countries, Brazil, Panama and USA. Like a young tree with strong enough roots and trunk, leaves start to grow. And true growth only comes with learning. The team learned quickly to respect each partner timing. For instance, at the start of the project, a new mayor was elected, and decision was made to wait until the new mayor took office, so that he did not trash the project for its association with the previous government. The evaluation found, nevertheless, that there were some basic learnings that the team had not yet grasped. For example, the fact that the project should be a pilot on urban resilience was not at the forefront of people's mind. With no structured learning process beyond the monthly monitoring and evaluation meetings, lessons learned were not being captured methodically. And when a tree grows, there are inevitably fallen branches. In the case of this project, these are missed opportunities. The most important missed opportunity of all was to design a project without clear links to CNA staff, customers, or supply chain. Even without a global theory of change, having such links at a local level would have given some strategic alignment with the CNA business. In turn, this would likely lead to more collaboration with CNA and CNA Foundation on the ground, and it would have amplified the potential of the project. Besides that, the team did not identify and calculate the match funding they received from the municipality. This could have been an useful key performance indicator, or KPI. As with nature, there are clouds in the sky that brings worries. In the case of this project, the evaluation found a few concerns. There is limited focus in understanding if more piloting needs to be done or if a scale-up model needs to be considered. Overall, how to define and measure success of this project is a concern. But, even in nature, storms come and storms go. And when the trees have strong enough roots and trunks, they start to bear fruit. In the case of this project, the evaluation shows there are a number of small positive aspects coming out. There are various inspiring stories of beneficiaries. There was Clara, for instance, a small girl who calmed her father down after her mother collapsed. She knew basic first aid techniques and she knew the emergency services number. All very simple things, but that made a huge difference at the time for her and her family. Besides individual stories, the project revived the civil defense community group method. This pilot had the potential to influence public policy and bring back the method into practice. The team was working with the Health Secretary to integrate the Children's Emergency Family Planning Guide into public health agencies' responsibilities. Ultimately, the pilot demonstrated ways preparedness for disasters in urban schools and communities could be done. It contributed to raising awareness in the public sphere that preventing disasters is as important as dealing with their aftermath. The evaluation has found that caution has to be paid in the last part of the project to avoid some traps. In light of so many individual inspiring stories, it could be easy to generalize. For instance, it is premature to conclude that the project leads to positive change in children's attitudes towards life, based on the anecdotes of improved behavior of the children that participate in the school steering committees. Without strong monitoring data behind these changes in behavior, this conclusion does not stand up to scrutiny. So has this project made a difference? Has funding from CNA Foundation borne fruit and changed the lives of people in disadvantaged communities for the better? Has the project met and aligned with CNA Foundation overall global remit? Locally, in Petropolis, the project makes sense, and a few improvements would make it even better. For CNA Foundation and CNA, the evaluation demonstrates that the alignment between its global remit and the work delivered on the ground can diverge. That doesn't mean that good work was not done on the ground, but it raises questions about how future projects can achieve much better alignment with the priorities of CNA Foundation and CNA.